you're afraid of that spider that lives under your bed, then you may want to avoid this movie, Arachnid, also known as Eight Legs. So this is a 2001 film directed by Jack Shoulder. Now, the producer here is Brian Yuzna, who you may know from a variety of different creature features and horror films. So that's going to give you some idea about what this film is going to be like. And you are indeed going to be in for a film full of horrible monster spider creatures. Now, the story here, we have a bit of a prologue where we see a US stealth fighter in pursuit of some kind of UFO, which has some kind of cloaking technology, that accidentally crashes into each other, and the debris and the pilot end up on this kind of remote island. Now we see some kind of strange alien that was actually piloting the ship being attacked by some kind of giant spider monster. Now we're given no explanation about what's actually happened here, so you're going to have to make your own minds up. I'm guessing this kind of alien maybe was transporting this kind of giant spider monster. We don't know. You're going to have to decide for yourself on that one. And then cut to sort of 10 months later, and basically there's been a rash of deaths involving strange spider bites. And we have a group of people sort of trying to investigate what's actually going on, including a few scientists and doctors, a few ex-military guys, and I guess the main character, the pilot of this airplane, they go out there, played by Alex Reed. And obviously we get to the islands, you know, they're having a sort of search around, not really knowing what to expect. And of course they come across a variety of creepy crawlies. Now what the spider is, this giant sort of spider that we'll kind of see on the cover here, is trying to sort of procreate, and it's trying to sort of adapt to this new environment, and its offspring are kind of mutating and sort of try and adapt to the Earth's sort of atmosphere, I suppose, and kind of, so it has a variety of different offspring, little sort of creatures that are sort of running around. We don't see the big spider really until the sort of the last quarter of this film. So let's talk about the effects first of all. So as I say, there's a lot of effects on display here. It's not a huge budget film, but the practical effects, certainly for the large spider at the end, are very impressive. It does look, you know, very kind of quite menacing and sort of gooey and horrible. But I have to say, it doesn't look like it would really work in this world, if that makes sense. It's just too clumsy. Also, the film has a bit of sort of CGI. Now, this film was made in 2001, so it has obviously aged quite badly. And this sort of the first effect shot you'll see of this UFO, it kind of looks just like a cartoon. So there are a few sort of cheaper, older CGI effects now that kind of, if you're watching it now in 2014 when I'm reviewing this, it kind of stands out. The main criticism though, because to be fair, I can kind of look past the effects. I appreciate it's an older film, I appreciate it's not a high budget movie. The issue here I have is with the characters themselves. Now the acting, first of all, is pretty much B-movie standard, with the exception maybe of Alex Reed, who I think does an okay job. But everyone else is pretty much just kind of, you know, just time waiting in a kind of in a low budget B-movie film. But the other thing is just that the actual characteristics of these people are just very one note and very sort of cliches. You know, we have you know, kind of an angry sort of doctor who just seems to be sort of like belligerent to everyone else, and you know, we have this sort of nerdy sort of scientist guy who just wants to go off and do his own thing, and that's pretty much all of their person. They have kind of one sort of character trait, and that's it. Now, in these kind of movies, you're never going to really expect, you know, sort of a particularly high amount of sort of characterization. But you know, unfortunately, the characterization that we do see, take the military guys, they just don't act like I would expect a military people to act. I mean, they just seem to be shooting. They have limited ammo, seem to be shooting wildly into the sort of forest with things that we can't see, and there's a lot of illogical things that happen because it just seems to be almost sort of thrown together about what these sort of characters are, and not a lot of thought has actually been put towards them. So that's my main criticism with this film. And obviously, this is not a particularly original film. It kind of very much plays like you'd expect. It kind of does remind me of Predator, I have to say that in a way. But it's an entertaining movie. It's kind of fun. The effects aren't bad, and Alex Reed's character is, you know, as I say, it's quite engaging to watch. But overall, I have to say this is overall pretty much an average B movie for me. There's probably better low budget sort of giant spider films in my estimation. So I'm going to give this movie a straight 5 out of 10. It's a pretty average B movie for me. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment and I'll look forward to you next time. Bye for now.